Hi, this is DL, and I wanted to present something to you for working with the energy of the solar eclipse that is coming on June 10th. Now, on either side of that date, the energies are already active, so you can use this on either end of the eclipse. And this solar eclipse, this time and this moon is all about maintaining a state of positivity. And that doesn't mean forcing positivity. It means actually generating some positive feelings. So that will be an aspect of what we do together. It's also about getting really clear on change that needs to happen in your life and deciding, okay, I've had enough of this, or I'm going to bring in this, or do, what I can to bring in a certain quality, energy, experience, person, whatever. And of course, not attaching to that idea so tightly that it's impossible to actually receive whatever comes. The other aspect of this time, and this one might be very obvious to you, is that there's a great deal of change going on, and a lot of it is internal and a lot of it is external. Regardless, it requires a lot of flexibility, an ability to go with the flow at the speed that it's going, whether we like it or not. And what I found for this is that flexibility becomes a lot easier when we feel supported. So we're going to work on some supported poses that you normally wouldn't do with any kind of prop. So you would need on hand a block or something similar that you could use in that regard, and a bolster or two to have on hand. And if you don't have a bolster, you can use a stack of blankets or some cushions from your couch or pillows. So join me on the mat. So let's start by sitting in a comfortable position for you. So if that's not cross-legged, it doesn't have to be. And I'm going to sit up on the block so my hips are higher than my knees, which will allow my back to feel more supported. So already we're starting with that support. The other thing I'd like to show you is a mudra. So what you're going to do is take your middle finger over your index finger, okay? It's kind of like just crossing your fingers. This is basically what it is. But then we're going to put the hands together. So I've seen this done different ways. You can either put the pinky finger and ring finger knuckles together and then bring the middle fingers to touch, and then the thumbs press together in front. So this is the second or sacral chakra mudra, Svadhisthana chakra. And the other way that I've seen this done is either to have the fingers, pinky and ring fingers bent in and clasped, and I like it this way myself because I feel more support here, and again, that's what it's all about today. But also I've seen it open with the pinky and the ring fingers extended, and still the thumbs closed in the front and the middle finger over the index finger. So hope that wasn't too confusing. So there you have it. And this gets held right around the pubic area. Okay, so just resting along the lower belly. And this mudra is for the benefit of being able to move and flow with the changes. So we'll just hold here for a few minutes, and you can begin for yourself to contemplate one or more of the aspects that I pointed out at the beginning of the video. So maybe there is something in your life that you are completely ready to shift. Use the energy of this eclipse to help you make that happen. Or maybe there's some flexibility that is needed in your life to feel safe and trust all the changes that happen to be taking place in your life at this time. Just notice how your energy may shift. You know, mudras, hand yoga, they're locks. They help direct energy. So notice where you feel the energy kind of locating in your body or in the energy around your body. Relaxing and breathing. And noticing any changes to the breath as they come. Perhaps a deepening or a widening. You know, the other aspect that might come up is maybe there's a boundary that you need to draw for yourself. So you can consider that aspect as well. Now I want this to be a short video, so if you wanted to hold this longer, you could by all means pause the video or return to it after the video. So let's move now into a supported stretch. So take either a block or a bolster or cushions. I'm going to recommend that something soft will be more comfortable. And we're going to come onto the belly. The bolster or cushions, whatever you have, will be right along, you'll feel most of the pressure right along the lower ribs. And we're simply going to do a Sphinx pose from here, so you can extend either your arms long, if that feels good, through the side body. I realize I'm disappearing into the background here because my colors all match. Sorry about that. So extend the hands and come onto the fingertips if that feels good, or you can simply have your forearms on the ground with your palms flat. Now just let the neck reach forward, so we're not going to pick up the head, we're not going to drop the head, just let the head be natural off the neck. And as you breathe, focus on simply letting go into the bolster. So as you breathe in, you'll feel your back body expanding. And as you exhale, you'll feel yourself surrendering to the support, which will include the ground as well for your legs. Relaxing through all of the muscle groups of the buttocks and legs. You don't need to be active here through the lower body. And again, feel free to pause and stay in that position for longer if you choose to. If not, please move the bolster now right to where the hip crease will meet the bolster, or whatever you happen to have. And from here, if you want to take a moment just giving some traction to the lower back, feel free. So planting the palms out in front at whatever distance is comfortable for you. Again, just let the neck be natural. And release again any of the muscles in the lower back and the legs. Releasing to the support. So breathe, feel that belly connection to the bolster. The arms are not locked through the elbows, but they're stretched and long. And the shoulders aren't creeping up around the ears, but rather nice and long through the neck. Again, if you want to stay here longer, feel free to move to the next position. We'll come down for a moment and push back into a child's pose. You can then remove your block or bolster and just spend some time in child's pose. Surrendering and releasing anything you don't need, clearing the way for whatever you're calling in with this planetary energy that's coming in. Long, deep breathing, opening that back body into space behind you. And then releasing everything back to the center, very core, central part of you when you exhale. So from here, we're going to take that block, or a cushion or bolster might work as well. In fact, it might be both. So I'm going to have something here for my head, to catch my head. The block I'm going to use at my shoulder blades, and I'm going to, now you can have it flat if the back extension is a little too strong for you, and in fact I recommend we start here and then adjust. So let me just show you from here. So you're going to have to kind of gauge, okay, I want to have my shoulder blades situated on the block, and then you can use a pillow or cushion to catch your head. Now if you don't need that, especially on this low level for the block, you could always just relax your head to the floor. But if that's too much, then definitely use something to catch your head. Now you'll feel a nice opening through the chest here, and you'll feel supported doing it. Instead of trying to do a half wheel or anything that extreme, this is enough to help you open your heart and chest space. So if you want a slightly deeper back bend, just turn the block so that it's at the medium height. That would be the tall height and probably too much. Again, find the scapular region of the back and something for the head. Now I like to have my feet in and standing. If you would prefer to have your legs straight, that's fine. My arms are just open palms up along the side of my body, but some of you might really enjoy having the arms out and open as well, and that can really help you get in tune with your breath. So start slow, maybe move up over time into something a little more extreme. And once again here, just focus on that opening of the chest, and more so the support that you feel that allows that opening to happen. Now what I'm noticing is that the front of my throat's a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to just put my hands behind my head, which actually really feels nice through the back body and the chest. So be aware, if you become uncomfortable in any way, feel free to readjust yourself. And if you'd like more time in this position, feel free to take that or return to it. To release, so there are different ways that this can be done. If you are standing on your feet and you want to lift up through the hips, then you can remove the block that way. If your legs are long, then you can roll your body off the block to the side or bring your knees in and do it the same way that I just did. And then let's just remain in Shavasana for a minute or two. And again, I'll let you kind of go on your own time and end the video here. So just resting as long as you choose in Shavasana. Again, contemplating the energies that are active right now. Thanks for joining me, and good luck with this energy.